everyone, this is a 32 back again with some more What's on Deck. I do apologize about the brightness behind me. It is noon, or almost noon, and it's just a bright sunny day today. Well, more or less. Anyway, let's see what's going on in the world of playing cards. We'll start off with Kickstarter and go from there. I don't think there's a huge amount going on this week, but we'll look at what there is. First of all, Jewelry Box, a fantastic deck of magnificent beetles by Ihsan Zayafati, I hope. 9% fun, 28 days to go. I don't know. What to say about this one. Let's see. I mean, the first thing I'm going to say is, why Jewelry Box? Kind of. I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. It's a guy living in, he's a Canadian, so that's cool. Okay, well, each number card, each suit, I guess, has different types of beetles on. Looks like ladybugs on the hearts. And kind of a different color for each suit, if that's what it's looking like anyways. And there you see them. It's 4 colors design except for the actual pips and indexes. They're going to be printed by MPC, like playing cards. All watercolored by this guy, so that's cool. And they look, well, creepy as you would expect. I just don't know what the hell Jewelry Box has to do with anything or why it's called Jewelry Box. I have no idea. But, they're very interesting and colorful, that's for sure. Yeah, very nicely designed. It's just not my cup of tea. It had just a bunch of beetles on each card and replacing pips. But they're okay for what they are. I wonder what they set you back. What they cost. I should have looked at that. I mean, the chances of funding are kind of slim, in my opinion. They don't have that much funding so far. It's $3,500 Canadian goal, and they're $326. So it's like, what was it again? 10% basically. 9%. I was close. So that sounds about right. And they are $18 Canadian for one of these. Yeah, that's kind of pricey. Huh? What is that? I mean, I guess it's not too unreasonable. It's like, what, 14, 15 bucks US, but still. For an NPC printed deck. Also, not really showing a whole lot of images with the back design, but you see it there. It's just a bunch of different beetles. Full bleed. Black back design, black and white. The faces have nice colors to them. The back is just very plain. Color-wise, just very, it's just black and white. There's nothing much going on there. And then again, black borders, or no borders, black with white faces. They're gonna chip. And it's not necessarily great. Next, we got Sadari. Sadari is a current playing card by Seema Buckley. I believe this is a relaunch. Yeah, definitely a relaunch. 23% funded, 29 days to go. I don't think it's going to fund again. I don't know if they've reduced the goal or what they changed to make them believe it's going to fund this time. $8,100 Canadian for a goal. Yeah. $14 Canadian for one deck, which is on the early bird, which is a decent price. But not even half of those have been sold. And same thing with the 2 deck early birds. So that's not necessarily a good sign. The faces, basically standard, very, I don't know. The colors are, I mean, they've customized the pips. It's hard to see from this shot, but you can see the pips and the aces. They're like half solid and half, designed. The colors, though, are very pale, I want to say. It looks very pale, very dull. They don't really stand out or anything. I mean, I guess it's okay. They're just standard core cards. It's a bit of a bummer. Nice enough back design. It's like cherry blossom, I guess, on it. Japanese inspired. Printed by USB-C, fulfilled by gamblers. some stretch goals. There's also a additional version, a different deck, which will have an inverted back design, alternative tuck case, and altered card faces. But that's a stretch goal. At this rate, they're probably not going to fund. Never mind here, the stretch goal. I'm trying to find. Oh, there. This is the inverted back. It's pink on white instead of white on pink. That's kind of cool. Yeah, but the colors for me, at least in that image, I don't know, this look really subdued, really dull. I'd like if they popped a little bit more, you know. But it is what it is, just me. Moving on. Oh god, Bicycle Insignia back playing cards by the Magic Firm, which is run by Brent Burns. Brent what's his name? It is well funded, 25 days to go. Brent Braun, that's his name. That's not I can't even think properly today. But first project, Brent Braun, there we go, Magic Firm, full service magic consulting agency. So he decided to create this deck of cards. And decided to put absolutely no effort into it. All it is the bicycle logo slapped on a black back. It's barely more effort than the NOC playing cards by Alex Pandrea. And actually his most recent decks, the Knock 3000 X1s, have a lot more effort than these in them. Yeah. I mean, it's okay. But I don't even know why USPC would approve this, quite frankly. It's just a blatant use of their logo on a back design. There's nothing remotely original or creative about it, in my opinion. It's okay. It's something I might pick up later on. I don't know. $7 US for one deck is a very reasonable price, I suppose. Maybe it should be $5 for what it is. It's completely standard USPC faces, and just completely standard USPC tuck case. Fantastic. And there's also plans for more colors, because of course. Red, blue, why no green? I really don't like the black on white one. It's just way too much white space. Personally, I would have preferred green over that. Yeah. I don't know. Some people absolutely love it or will love it. Other people are going to be like, really? That's it? That's the best you can do? Next, Taco Deck. Playing card by Gerald Flores. 32% funded, 25 days to go. I think this one has peaked funding-wise, unfortunately for them. But let's have a look. I don't think I've ever had a taco in my life. Never really been my thing. And this deck is not my thing either. It's just a back design that is very simple. It looks like they took the idea of the Icon deck from a couple years back and used tacos instead of different icons and symbols. How exciting. $13 US for one deck seems kind of pricey for what it is. And you can see there's the back design. There's tacos and condiments on it. The Ace of Spades is a silhouette of a taco truck. Okay. And there it is, the taco truck. Taco gear truck, technically. For a whole bunch of sideways writing on the Joker. Like, why not put that writing on the top and the bottom so it's actually readable as opposed to sideways? It just makes no sense. The tuck case is kind of plain. The stickers are kind of cool. I'll give them that. And the faces, we see no faces, aside from the Ace of Spades and Jokers, which means they are 100% standard, and I think it does say that it is. It says they will not be reprinted, because how many decks on Kickstarter have ever been reprinted? Very, very minute amount, if any. So to say that on a Kickstarter project, it really doesn't make much sense. These are the elements that are actually in the deck or on the back design. Tacos, taco trucks, luchador masks, avocados, and peppers. How exciting. It's going to be printed by the USPC. if it funds, which chances right now are kind of slim. Next, we got the Bicycle Evolve. I don't know why you would put Evolve Bicycle. Just put Bicycle Evolve. That's the title. Why put it backwards? By Elite Magic. It is very well funded. 25 days to go. Elite Magic is Elite playing cards. Why we're using a new account boggles my mind. I don't know why creators of established companies and brands have to have so many different accounts or use new accounts. Unless they've had issues with their old accounts. It is their first project on this one, and much like some of the more recent ones they've done, I am not overly excited. Usually I like buying decks that are Bicycle branded. This, again, kind of a futuristic look to it. A lot of 3D type elements on the faces, gears and cogs on the backs. The back design isn't bad. The faces, I don't know. Also, by the way, for the love of everything holy, Elite playing cards, Elite Magic, whatever you want to call yourself, I am sick to death of you using gold on every frickin' deck. How about something a little bit more traditional? How about red or blue or green or something completely different as opposed to more gold and black, please. And this is just completely gold throughout all the faces. I do like the 3D elements on the faces, on the aces and everything. I like all those detail. And the backs are fine too. The court cards is what I really don't care much for. I don't know what the hell they're supposed to be, but robots or humans, they are not. Also, the indexes, way too far from the border, in my honest opinion. The jokers are okay. And then, there is your top case. I also don't like them using all these 3D renders all the time. Print a fucking prototype. I mean, part of my language, but if you're a company that has done many, many projects on Kickstarter like this, spend a few bucks and print a prototype. It doesn't have to be USB-C. I don't care, but this 3D render crap is just fucking old. And I'm sick and tired of it. Also, I don't know if, apparently there is also a gilded edition which is sold out, and a ruby edition with red gilding, because that's exactly what I want in a deck that is completely black and gold. Red, just for the hell of it. It makes sense. Good lord. Look at this. They have a video on how to adjust the Kickstarter pledge for add-ons on something that's completely irrelevant to playing cards. I guess it's a game, but still completely irrelevant. And that they obviously had, I think they obviously had nothing to do with it. It's just a video they've borrowed from somebody else without any credit, of course. But yeah, this is just getting tired and old. And again, I don't know if the tuck case is supposed to have foil, whatever, I assume, but let's see. What does it say about the tuck case? Typical stock and finish. Ultra Film Luxury stock, okay. Only 3,500 decks. Wow, only. It's going to be on their web press, which is interesting. It does not say anything about the tuck case having, that I can tell, having foil or embossing or anything, which you would think would be something they would want to do with a deck that is gold. Anyways, next up, speaking of, God, digging up relics, Bicycle Relic playing cards from Mike Wistoli. I hope that's how you pronounce it, I apologize. Which is collectible playing cards, which again, why a different account? For no random reason. Or just for random reasons. It's 52% funded, 9 days to go. Chances of funding at this rate, not tremendous. Again, also first time project. First time project. I don't know why they're using a different account. Other than perhaps it's not that great of a design and they want to try to, well, I mean, they do have the collectible playing cards logo on there and they're advertising it as their deck, but at the same time, just a random different new account. The back design it's interesting. It's borderless. It's got a sun in the middle. I don't know who designed it. They don't usually advertise that stuff. And Look at that. It's completely standard court cards that have been recolored, and they got black faces, so at least it's not racist. Unless you're white and you think it's racist because they're all black. Interesting pips and details, but basically it's a sun on the pips. The faces look the same as the backs. I assume it's got an Incan theme or something like that, Mayan. Let's see. I mean, yeah, it's not that great, design-wise. It's interesting, it's unique, but it lacks a lot of something. And the Jokers, again, countable playing cards, getting kind of tired of the same old on pretty much every deck. How about you do Jokers that actually fit the theme, as opposed to just recoloring the same standard Joker? Just it's a minor thing that could improve the deck by miles. And the court cards as well, they could have minor improvements to make it fit the theme, as opposed to just custom pips and recolorings. I'm getting kind of tired of both of those companies just doing the same old, all the same damn time. Speaking of same old from collectible playing cards, look, it's another stained glass deck. How about something more original? Well, I guess they did one recently of the City Skylines deck, but well, we'll have a look at those soon. I'll review them soon. Next up, the chances of that one funding, not too great. But next up, we got the Conjurer from Arcadia Playing Cards, 57% funded. 24 days to go. Will they fund? Will they not? Who really knows? But let's have a look at this one. And the first thing I'm going to point out is, I think it's cool that it says Arcadia Playing Cards across the top case. Kind of like a bicycle branding. But it's the Conjurer deck. That should probably be more of a focal point as opposed to the name brand of the company. Just me. Wow, that is a massive goal. 15,500 pounds. And they're currently halfway through that. By the way, it translates to $26,000 Canadian for a goal. That's when you know our currency is fucked up. Look at the difference in that. My wallet hurts just looking at that. Anyways, the top case is pretty nice. Blue. There's also red. Ooh. Okay. Blue and red. I didn't see that coming. Especially when you look at the same edge. And okay, there is a red in the background. I didn't see that. 12 pounds for one deck. So what is that? 25 bucks Canadian? Okay, 20 bucks Canadian. Could have been worse. That's still kind of expensive. Printed by Cartamundi. Tuck boxes are by Clove Street Press. And fulfilled by Gamblers. Okay. New B9 Slimline Fitness, also known as E7, the one Illusionist recently used on one of their decks. It's pretty thin. Check out my review on that. So it's up somewhere. Nice, classic looking court cards. I like it. I really like it. I do think maybe they could have filled in the white space a little bit more, but it's minor. And it's got a magic theme to it, so you got linking rings and rabbits. That's not very original. There's been other decks similar to that, but I do like the nice custom court cards. And one has a reveal in it, so that's cool. Each suit has different color to the court cards, so that's nice. This one, I like. I really don't have a whole lot to complain of. I still need to get their previous deck, Pride of Peacocks, which is also printed incredibly nice. Simple, classic looking back design. I like it. See, I'm kind of easy to please. And there's also apparently a black one as well as a stretch goal. If they hit 200% funded. Right now, they'll be lucky if they fund at this rate. And apparently that one's going to have foil backs. I keep wanting to say foil box. I don't know why. Foil backs and probably a tuck case as well. Yes, and that as well. And gold gilded edges, which you don't really see too much in this same as you do, but they're very, like an antique finish. Which is fine, but personally I prefer no gilded edges. 2 gilded edges. There's also gaff cards, apparently. There's the Peacocks one I need to get. So yeah, that one I actually like. Moving on. if I can still speak. Principles and Virtues Playing Cards by Son Michael Hescock. I won't make any comments about that name. It is 70% funded, 24 days to go. Is this really a deck of cards, though? Really? Okay, well, there is different suits. There's the Dara, for one suit, the Sealed, the Spiral, and the Trinity. I mean, I'll give them A for effort, or thought, but personally I'm not a fan of custom suits. I'm not really a fan of these cards. Not a fan of that back design, if that's the back design. 350 GSM card stock is the upgrade if they hit the stretch goal. And then there's another one for German poker card paper. And 1,000 decks. Scared the shit out of me. And apparently, all backers will receive printed play files, so you can print them your damn self. So what is this? $5 for the files to print and play. $11 US for an actual deck. With a tuck box. The ever important tuck box. Yeah, it comes with a tuck box. Does it specify who's printing it? I don't think it does. Anyways, be right back. I'll turn off the oven. Back with regular scheduled program. I know some people are going to be like, oh, you should put that 5 minutes later or whatever. No, I'm not going to do that. Too much effort. Moving on. Magistrate Playing Cards relaunch with a Constitution edition by MJL Productions and Jason Troiano. 77% funded, 23 days ago. This one may actually make it this time. Sucker, I know. Let's look at this one very quickly again. $12 US for one deck. And then there's a red deck as well as a stretch goal. There's still 2 deck early birds, only 1 left. So that's good. They've sold out on them. And really they haven't changed anything, I can tell. Straightforward standard tuck bases, which is fine I suppose. Not overly exciting. The Ace of Spades is okay. Core cards are completely standard. Well, almost completely standard. They've chopped off the corners and decided to put the pip right on that corner. They've customized the pips and the font for the indexes. I'm hoping that's some kind of a legal font that they would use in legal documents. If it's not, that would be kind of a bummer. They've apparently redesigned, they redesigned that before. Okay, now this is the Constitution deck, which I'm guessing is using a font in the Constitution, the US Constitution. It's a different, slightly different Ace of Spades, same figure though. This one actually has modified court cards and a custom font. Not really digging that font. I don't know, it's just really large. Like maybe if it was smaller to complement the pip, that would be different, but as it is, it's just kind of large. And some recoloring as well to the court cards and other modifications. But the back design is very plain, and that's kind of a concern, I think, for me. Also, I would prefer it to be maybe white on blue. I don't know, like the tuck case, the white on blue. I think that looks a lot better than blue on white, like on the actual cards. Just my opinion. Oh good, there's a dog. And apparently these are going to be not USB-C to start off with. There's stretch goal. Okay, they're going to be printed by Shuffled Ink. By the way, I've never handled one of their decks, never used one of their decks. Bunch of 310 GSM Casino stock and linen finish. And then there's stretch goals for USB-C printing. with better stocks and finishes. And they're currently having a 24-hour sale that ends, I guess, tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern. Not sure what is on sale, but moving on. I believe we've looked at the rest. So, Colores de Colombia Playing Cards by Marco Luzzi, 49% funded, 22 days to go. Not looking too good in terms of funding. Bicycle Surrealism by Riffle Shuffle is funded, 22 days to go. It's a pretty unique deck that I will look at getting later on. Perfect Trine by What's Who Is Shit. How do you want to say that? That name, it's kind of a weird name. 70% funded, 20 days to go. Not gonna fund. Moore's Vincit Omnia Bicycle Playing Cards, it says, even though it's not bicycle branded. From the looks of it, by Son and Michael. It's funded, very well funded apparently, 21 days to go. The Digital Impression Playing Cards by MC, 38% funded, 19 days to go. Don't think it's gonna fund. Lovers, which really is just like a hard suit of playing cards at the moment by Rart's Cat, is 1% funded, 21 days to go. Yeah, it's not gonna fund. Fanai, that's how you pronounce it, by Brain Vessel Creative is funded, 10 days to go. I like it, it's pretty nice. Not 100% sure I'm gonna get it, but it's pretty nice. Conversation Starter Game. Does this actually, it looks like it actually has suits. I'm just gonna double check this very quickly because I don't recall seeing it last week, or at least they didn't have images of the cards. It is an actual deck of cards with suits and, well, pips and indexes. 4 indexes to be exact. It's called Talk. A conversation card game. Okay. Usually when I'm playing card games, conversation is the last thing on my mind, you know. Just saying, it's just, let's play a game, let's have fun. You know, we're not sitting there trying to converse and talk about healthcare and politics and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Do people really need a deck like this? Just fairly generic, I see. So, the back design just simply says talk in a circle, mirror image. Black, borderless, very plain. And the faces are kind of interesting. They got 4 indexes. Spades is just an upside down heart, which really annoys me. Like, put a line on there. How difficult is that? But each one, it says a word on the front, and also looks like there's some more information. So, like, memories related to this, or dreams related to that, perhaps. Not my cup of tea. But, I mean, they put a little thought into it, I suppose. What is this? Snack. A different deck. Or is this a different language? Oh, conversation game for kids. Yay. There's a kids version. Okay. Moving on. Paramore Playing Cards. Relaunch by Jackson Jokers. 34% funded, 19 days to go. It's still not going to fund. Just because you go, okay, I hit $3,500 last time. I'm going to relaunch this with a $3,000 goal. No, not even. I hit $2,500 last time. I'm going to relaunch this with a $3,000 goal. We're for sure going to hit it. It usually doesn't work that way. It's okay. It's kind of cartoony. Not really my cup of tea. And I don't think it's going to fund at this rate. Fire and Ice by MBA is 82% funded, 16 days to go. It may make it. Who knows at this rate. Dualis by Card Deck is funded, 16 days to go. Wasn't my cup of tea. Thousand Nights Starry Sky 2 by Sky. Is funded, 16 days to go. Again, not my cup of tea. Colorado Quick Draw by Mike Edwards. I don't remember if that was an actual deck of cards or not, but why not? 2% funded, 16 days to go. It's not going to happen. Paper Kings Playing Cards by Artisan Playing Cards is well funded, 12 days to go. Not really digging it, unfortunately. U.S. National Park playing cards by Lan Huang is funded. 12 days to go. Again, wasn't really digging it. Especially when there was that other deck of cards / game called Parks that came out a few months ago on Kickstarter. I'm still awaiting it. And I felt it did a much better job than this kind of minimalist design. Perplexity playing cards by 10th Dimension Productions. I'm perplexed. It's not funded yet. 7% funded, 12 days to go. It's not going to happen. Plain with pronouns. Yay. How would a game not be gender inclusive? Or an educational thing? I mean, really? Ouroboros playing card by See It First. 73% funded, 10 days to go. I really don't even care if I see it last. It may fund, it may not. Who knows at this point. Circuit playing cards. I mean, I guess I'll have a better sense if it's going to fund by next week when I do this video again. Circuit playing cards by Elephant playing cards is well funded, 45 hours to go. Not really digging that one either. Amsterdam playing cards by Tricks and Beats, who also apparently do beatboxing. That's the name, Tricks and Beats. 40% funded, 10 days to go. Not going to fund, unfortunately, I guess. Or maybe for better or for worse. But I imagine it'll be back. Nihilism playing cards by Nihilism, whatever that word means, is somehow well funded, 9 days to go. I mean, really? What is it with people buying decks that just have a logo on it, or an X, or an F? Get the F out. Really? Seafarers playing cards by Joker and the Thief is funded, 7 days to go. One I will definitely look at later on. Whirl by Jerome Luginbull is funded, 7 days to go. It's looks like a nice deck for cardistry. State of Utopia by Pierre Hutter is funded, 7 days to go. Really wasn't digging that one, but I know some of the bigger creators have actually gone in on that one. And then Reincarnation by PlayingCards.net is funded. Well funded, apparently. 6 days to go. Tibala playing cards by Andrew Morley. 28% funded. 6 days to go. Not going to happen from the looks of it. Akna, the playing cards that can be assembled by Marcelo. Shockingly, only 0% funded. 36 days to go. Chances of funding, 0 at this rate. And then we got First Edition Tokyo Magic Junction playing cards by, yes, the Tokyo Magic Junction. 60% funded, 5 days to go. It's not going to happen. Barring a miracle, I suppose. Tomorrow cards today. Go back to the future. It's not going to happen. 0% funded. Wow, 0%. 17 days to go. People don't like that future. We like classic looking decks. Deep Sea playing cards by Aladdin Binazarov. Hope that's how I pronounce it. It is 13% funded, 4 days to go. It's an interesting deck of cards, but it's not going to happen. Liber Luderum by INKSTER is funded, 4 days to go. It's pretty nice. Maybe I'll pick it up later on. We'll see. Clockwork Empire City playing cards by Swamp Decks is 83% funded, 4 days to go. Is it going to fund? I have no idea. But I am curious as to one thing. It's supposed to be an animated flip book back design. Well, the question is, do they have that animation on this project? So far, doesn't look like it. Also, the faces, a lot of detail, but they really didn't do much with the court cards. They're just crowns and helmets. Wow, how exciting. Also, a lot of detail, but they compressed all the pips into this tiny center space just to have this extra detail. And I can kind of see some of the flipbook animation here, these letters and this gear thing. I'm not sure if that's what that's going to reveal exactly, or what the point is, but it's there. I don't know why the Ace of Spades says trademark, but whatever. I'm not really digging the spade pips either. Hearts are kind of cool. Oh, there you go. There's an animation. See, again, my only problem is, what are we animating here? I mean, okay, I like the animated cogs and the spinny thing on the back design. That's cool. It's about time they add the animations. That's cool, except I don't see, it doesn't show exactly how it's going to look like when you're flipping the cards themselves. But the number cards, I don't get it. You're just flipping for everything. I mean, you got that cool bird animation in the corner there with the logo. The bird flying off and sitting on the logo. But what the hell are the letters in the index supposed to be spelling? I don't get it. Are they supposed to be spelling something? What is the point of those letters? That I don't understand. And then the pips and everything, that really doesn't do anything. It's interesting, but it feels like it could have been thought out a little bit better, perhaps. Nilo Deck by Vanda Domingo is 20% funded, 3 days to go. It's an interesting looking, completely custom deck, but it's not going to fund. Maya Playing Cards Relaunch by Olean Art, funded, 17 hours to go. Yay. Sunrise Playing Cards by Fran CG is also funded, 47 hours to go. Lammy Game by Mulder Lamb, 0% funded, 18 hours to go. It's not going to fund. Split Playing Cards by Kyle, 2% funded, 22 days to go. That's not going to fund. Vintage Label Playing Cards by Craig Maidment is funded, 12 days to go. And that's that. Some of these other decks you can see funded. How exciting. And that is it for Kickstarter. Let's see what else we got going on to talk about here. Oh, let's just... I'm not even sure if that's the correct URL, but we'll do it anyways. It's the new deck order. They have a new... Never mind. If I can get it open. The new deck order.com is so close. They have a new deck, a new version, a 2019 edition of the Broken Borders deck. There you go. The previous one was like black and yellow. This one got reds and blues. I don't know how much we'll see, but have a look. I'm not going to watch the videos, but there you see, it's very cardistry friendly. Obviously, that's what it's for, cardists. Faces are standard with yellow and the border details. I figured I got the previous one. I might as well get this one. It's like $13 US for one deck. Not terrible, I suppose. Yeah. There it is. 13 bucks. Missed out on some of these other decks, apparently. Ooh. Is this available? I missed out on that. 30 bucks, though. Jasper's deck Cardistry Con Edition. I see. So basically, it has no faces. It's just backs, double backers, I think. Only 921 made, and they're individually numbered. Yay. How exciting. Looks like there's holofoil. I'm not seeing anything with faces, though. Okay, there is faces. It's foil. And it is kind of standard faces. How exciting. Moving on. What else do we got to talk about? Oh, yes. GeminiDecks.com. Let's have a look at that one. I think I'm not remember if I showed you these last week. They weren't actually available yet. No, they weren't. But the New York Pizza deck came out. They came out last Monday, these two decks. And the pizza deck, shockingly, is still available. The other one has sold out. Shocking, I know. And there it is, the pizza deck. Wow. Okay, apparently there's less than 200 available. But I wonder how many they gave to Murphy's Magic, because I know Murphy's Magic has them. And to other resellers. So the back design is just a bunch of pizza slices on red. The Ace of Spades, just says New York Pizza on it. And then the court cards, basically standard, some recolored. They're definitely recolored, and they got hats on there. Obviously it's inspired by like a New York pizza company. But it's not very exciting. Like, compare this to Passion's Pizza from Passion's playing cards. They're not even close. Passion's playing cards wins by like 100 miles. Like, really? I mean, this is just kind of lazy, in my opinion, in comparison. And then there's this. Another recolor of the Gemini Casino deck. Yes, I got it, I know. But I didn't get it from here. I got it from Murphy's. Or at least it's pre-ordered there. I mean, nice gold seal. But again, it's just one of the casino decks with a casino back and standard faces. I really don't know if there's any more colors. Did they do a black one? Because if they haven't done a black one, I don't think that they did. Or did they? I don't remember. But there's one that we could possibly see. That I can check. I'm just going to double check a couple other things too while I'm at it. Nothing new here, but let's see. I know there's been red, there's been orange, a couple blues, green. Yep, there's been black too. So, I don't know what other colors they do from here. I mean, it's time to do something new and different, I think, as opposed to doing another 8 decks in different colors. In fact, 3 different blue colors now. It's like there was this collector's edition. This is the original one on the left here. There's red, black, orange, collectors, and blue. And now it is green. Yay. I do like the green though. I like the green color. But yeah, time for something new. Anarchy. What is Anarchy? It's expensive. $80 for the Blackstone. You know, at least I'm getting that from Murphy's for a little bit less than that, fortunately. Not quite as... I mean, I could have gotten it for less on the Kickstarter project, apparently, but... It's better than paying $80 for it. Jeez, it's expensive. Apparently it's out of stock by Sky Member Presents. Anarchy. It's a Triumph base trick. How exciting. Moving on, please. Paperclubs.com. Shockingly, nothing new from Riffle Shuffle this week. I'm not sure if I mentioned this one before. It's designed by Kevin Lee. The Daydreamers at paperclubs.com, powered by his website. He's involved in this one as well. And I might have shown you this one before. I don't recall. Not really feeling this one. The back design just really like smoky. Same with the tuck case. Which, by the way, has nothing on it except smoke. And then there's a guy smoking on the Joker. It looks like he's smoking at least. And then the court cards, basically standard. They have been, you know, modified, simplified. That's honestly the best part of this whole deck is the court cards. But they look like they've been bored off a Smoke and Mirrors deck, incidentally. And then... I gotta find... Stussy. Oh, perfect. Alright, there's these bicycle branded Stussy decks that are out there. They're on eBay. I looked at them recently. They're still there, actually. They're there. You can get one. It's like I don't know, 60 or 80 bucks for one deck US. And there's a 2-deck set, it's like 160 bucks US or more. Really expensive. However, they've put out this new version that's available on their website, Stussy.com. I know someone who's a collector who apparently just walked into the store in Toronto and picked up a deck. It's 10 bucks. Unfortunately, they're shipping it via FedEx, so it's like almost 20 bucks for shipping to Canada. I ordered 2 because I figured resale value. There's your back design, very simple. It just says Stussy on the back. Yay. Faces, just crowns, whatever, it's okay. And very simple Joker with the logo. Or Ace of Spades, sorry, and the Joker is just very simple, Fournier style. I mean, 10 bucks, why not? Disappointed with the shipping cost, but there it is. By the way, I was able to find someone selling bicycle Eden backs, which are made for Asia, sale in Asia, and not exactly cheap, but I'm going to get them, so at least I'm going to have them. And I also was able to get the bicycle Arenas, which is also another Japanese deck, through Bai, right? Look at that quickly, actually. And this site basically is a site where they have all this different stuff you can find, and then they buy it for you and ship it to you. So I think that's kind of cool. And I think it was through Yahoo. Well, I don't even know if I can. There you go. Proxy shopping auction service. I'm not even sure if it's the first time I've used them. But at least, I mean, it's a reasonable price what it was. I don't recall how much the deck was. But it's a reasonable price. As opposed to paying 50 bucks for it on eBay. And there was another one I got too. On eBay. Forget what it was. Whatever. Moving on. Looking at playingcarddex.com. Favorite websites. They've gotten the new borderless gambler decks, which are not Madison gamblers, FYI. The ISO cardistry decks, which I'm not really a fan of. Cardistry Ninjas Remix, which I did order from Murphy's. They also have Cybertech decks in silver gilded. I'm not sure who would want a silver a deck like that gilded, but cool. So it looks nice. Surfboard decks are available. Still waiting on mine. City Skyline, Stained Glass Behemoth. By the way, these coming at some point in time. There they are. Very nice foil tuck case on this one. Pretty cool. And kinky. Kinky cards. I don't know much about those. But yeah, that's what they have. And then Murphy's. There's not a whole lot going on this week in cards, aside from some new projects on Kickstarter, a couple of new things. Not too much though. This will load up. Okay, so Tally-Ho's Tally-Ho's summer fan backs, which are available from Drew Species website, is there. Knock Darks. I don't know, I guess the light Knock 3000X ones are a bit more limited. There's the Blackstone. Stanbur. A couple of Stanburs. Dance of Death. I don't believe I got that when I thought about it. Gamblers, Gemini Casino, Emerald Green, not just green, but Emerald Green. The Cardistry Ninjas Remix and Gamblers are 3 decks that I decided to get, as as well. And also these ones. Bicycle Gaff Riderback V2s. Bookable playing cards. Apparently they sold out on the originals. Blackstone, $48 in the wholesale. US is what I paid for it. Kind of expensive, but they're actually completely custom. I wasn't really aware of that. It's pretty cool. A nice kind of foily back. It is pricey. I'm not sure if it comes with anything outside of this deck as well, but value can only go up, right? So Gaff Riderbacks, second editions, if anyone's looking for them. Apparently they're not in stock yet. They're coming. They're coming for July 10th, my birthday. Yay! How exciting! They have all the best cards from the previous edition, so it's going to be some similarities to the previous versions they put out, also in red and blue. You can check the reviews out on that one on my channel at the moment. This one eventually will be here as well. And for some reason, I don't know why, but Gap decks are very popular on my channel. And it also has some new stuff as well. Some new super visual and innovative effects. And there also this time is a 30-minute instructional video included and an accessory kit for making some cool gimmick cards. So that's kind of cool. And of course, USB-C, Riderbacks. So yeah. And they have question mark cards, arrow cards, ESP, etc. as well. Just all sorts of stuff. I will review it as soon as I can, as soon as it comes. But anyways, that is that for this week. Not a whole lot, like I said, that I can tell that I've seen. Comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. See ya.